So, it's not super hard as long as you can... Whoa.
When our foe moved on land, we would track them by the strange footprints they left in their wake, consisting of 5 circular toe marks. They were blind, yet had exceptional sensitivity to both motion and sound. In battle, these creatures could harness the power of the winds with terrifying precision. It wasn't until the great energy weapon was developed that we had the means to fight their evil. Then we were able to drive them down, deep into the catacombs beneath their basalt towers, sealing all routes with impenetrable trapdoors.
Okay. So this is Devil's Reef. We're going to have a little thing with the journal coming up, but Jack wakes up in a puddle of water. Let's talk about his flashback there, which is actually a preview of a level to come.
Some of the wreckage from the Urania has floated ashore.
Huh. Seaport of Innsmouth, Massachusetts. So, the majority of this level is platforming and traps, but there are enemies here, and well, they're mostly crabs and starfish. But we'll see what kind of traps are to come.
The body's been mutilated.
Losing sanity is probably not a good idea here. Okay. What you want to do here, this is a pit. There's spikes at the bottom. If you jump down there, you will die. Jump
What the
here,
hell?
and then jump back. Because after a couple seconds, that thing is going to swing down. Now the trap's been sprung, so yeah, let's say. Okay. This is the
The
part
winds here are fierce, and there isn't much shelter ahead. I need to be careful.
that I do not like overly much. There are
These Kanakis have worshipped an undersea gods with heaps of human sacrifices and other heathen things. Plenty of fish and gold now and now.
Human sacrifices. Maybe you had just a bit too much.
Huh. We need this
A
thingy.
strangely carved disc.
A lead disc.
You got something in the water that eat. Out the other side of Devil's Reef. Some kind of thingamajig drafted out of there. Was given to him while he came.
Gotta stop freaking out.
These shackles would have been used to chain people to the rocks.
Ominous. So, doing this in Storm, not much fun. Platforming. Ooh. Yeah. The game is going to mess with you like that. Could go back here and save. It's a good idea. No reason to do that over again. Okay, this part, which will again have some platforming challenges. Just get around there. And go down this way. There's some starfishes. If you go through here, there's more. Let's not go that way yet. Let's see what's up here. Real quick. Okay, there is definitely some kind of trap there. Yeah. So don't touch it. Don't touch the spikes. Jump over the boards. And then down here. First aid kit. Awesome. Alright. So this is actually the direction we're supposed to go. So let's go back and... why don't you let me jump, game? Oh, it's crashed. Herp. Let's go back to those starfish and see what they have for us. Actually, I think if you fall down there, you get starfished in the face. And that's the problem with falling down. I didn't get poisoned, that's good. Get off my face, Red.
An old pulley.
This is what we want here, though. A pulley.
There is a disc missing from the engraving.
I want to look at the engraving.
There is a disc missing from the engraving. It depicts the fishmen breeding with humans. This would have happened to those in Innsmouth that took the third oath of Dagon.
Sort of looks like a some kind of weird fetish party, actually.
The mural shows humans worshipping the fishmen and Dagon.
Well, I shot Dagon in the face.
The rock surface the mural is set on seems to be slightly worn.
Okay. Look at this. Look at it, Jack. Okay, Jack doesn't want to look at it. Okay, so clearly we want to use this here. It opens a treasure. Yay, treasure. But we don't actually want the gold. We want
This lever is the only object in the hoard of treasures not constructed from gold.
Use your gift.
This whitish gold reminds me of the hidden vault in the Marsh refinery.
Yep. Cthulhu heads. Now that tiara there is...
The gold in these treasures has an unusual whitish color.
Is probably a reference to the actual story where they mention one.
I doubt he is the only one to have suffered sacrifice in this chamber.
I don't know why you would sacrifice people over the water. Seems like that would contaminate it, but I guess these beasties are beasties of the water, so maybe they don't really care about stuff like that. Okay. Let's hope we don't get injured too badly with that. Nope. We're fine. Poison, nothing. Okay. Let's go back up this way. Now we're gonna need this crank, or else we won't be able to advance past a certain point. Okay, you see that over there? That is where the crank goes. Okay, so what we're supposed to see here is, you see down there are some trap triggers. We're supposed to put the thingy in there, and the trap triggers will have things close on top of them. You can just slide down there if you want. And these rings, you're supposed to grab onto them so that you don't get washed into the ocean. The only two that are really important are the first one and the last one. And then, or the first one and the third one. The last one's not right. And you get to this bridge.
Only a single rope remains of the collapsed bridge. The rope still seems fairly sturdy.
What we're supposed to do here is use the pulley as a zip line. I don't know how you're supposed to know to do that. But, well, I guess if you found it, you know, your adventure game logic, use every item on every item and see if it works. But it only barely works. No. And it makes you jump there. And it injured me. Whatever. It always does that, I don't know why. It seems to think, well, you know, you probably jumped. But I didn't touch anything. Now, the only way to get across to there is to jump over here, but in here, there is this thing. The green.
I can't pick it up. The claws are locking the gem firmly in place. Until I know what it's for, I'm not touching anything. I don't understand the symbols.
So what we have to do here is we have to use the Book of Dagon.
It appears to be a map. You need to press a button to activate the sequence.
So this is a map of the tunnels. Right. And this fits in that spot. So we use that.
I think I've activated some kind of timed mechanism.
Okay. So we have to follow the red dots, basically. Jump across here. Follow the red dots. Not there. Gotta go up here. Dots. No dots in here. Okay. Come on. I need a shotgun. There we go. That's where we're supposed to go. Unfortunately, we don't have the lights guiding us anymore. And the claw here is closed. Now, if you saw, there were a green stone and a red stone on the map. We have the red stone with us. That thing from the Temple of Cthulhu or Temple of Dagon or whatever it is. Let's go back to the beginning of this area. You can walk along this. It doesn't look like it, but you can. I wouldn't recommend jumping onto that part, though. So you see how it kind of loops like that? And then there's a little area there. That's how we're supposed to know to go that way rather than do that. So, go here, go this way, and then go into this tunnel. Oops, nope, I went the wrong way. Into this tunnel. Up here. And get here. Put the red thing.
It's a statue of Dagon, without the missile I lodged in his face.
That's true. There's no missile in his face.
It's a statue of Hydra.
How do we know what Hydra looks like? And of course, here's the big man himself. Except that we won't look at him. Okay. Now we're into creepy plant land. Okay, this is where we're just gonna start seeing other stuff. Let's go up there first. Examine that for a minute. Okay. Nothing much around here. Hey. Go down here. Oh, we can't get down that way. Bridge is out, so to speak. So, only one way to go. It's down here with this thing.
There's heavy gusts of air coming from the hole. There's heavy gusts of air coming from the hole.
Alright, only one thing to do. Jump in the hole. Another Arkham thing. Wait a minute. This isn't the right Arkham Asylum. Hang on a second. Alright, there we go. So this is the final level of the game, the air-filled tunnels. It's quite long. I will probably... Nah, I'll just keep going. And this level has many, I guess, phases to it, where you do different things and then go and then do other stuff. You'll see what I mean. And this is the part of the game that has the game-breaking bug I was discussing before. That there is a couple of options too, both of which I will try. I will try the legitimate version first, and then if I can't, then I will try the trainer version. Just like I did on the boat, I managed to do it legitimately. So, yeah. You remember,
I've got to shut down that barrier.
they said there was a submarine, and it was talking about an underwater city. Well, there you go. This is well, however you pronounce that, the thing that they were talking about in the various books and stuff from. Yeah. So up to this point, I've, had no small difficulty getting through here. Not this part, but like earlier things. So I've had to save many times, and thus I'm not probably going to get an A ranking, which is what you need to get, I don't know, a good ending. I don't think there even is one.
Good evening, sir. We weren't supposing on your return so soon.
Never mind that. Where the hell is Robert?
Your brother's been leading the children in prayer with Mother.
We don't have time for this religious nonsense. There are troops packing the streets, and the order's been completely overrun. It won't be too long before they find out about this place.
I've made certain the temple's well protected. There's plenty of men patrolling the main hallway and prison.
Good. The barrier has got to hold. Keep on your guard, and check the entrance from the reef. I'm going to the lab.
I'd better keep my head down. I've got a much better chance of survival if they don't know I'm here.
It's true. So what I mean is that I don't think there's a difference between what an A ranking does and what, you know, a normal ranking does. But I'll try to find out if there is. If I don't get it. I'm supposed to hide, but hey, whatever. Kind of hard to understand at this point. Just using shotgun bullets, they are not the most valuable.
It's written in some kind of ancient language.
Sweet.
According to the text, the gateway can only be activated by those bearing a sacred charm and uttering an ancient chant.
Sacred charm, huh?
It looks like some sort of doorway into the rock.
You remember one of these? We saw it in the Order of Dagon as well. You can go down here, and there's some health jobbies, and a box of bullets. But not much else. Let's reload this, and well, let's pull out the big guns here. Apparently I can't read that, even with the Book of Dagon. Can't see anything through there. Okay. Looks like you can go down there, but it's really a death pit. Oh look, portcullis. At the other end, another portcullis. I wonder what's going to happen here.
Well, well, what do we have here? I don't believe you have an invitation to our little party.
Just check the guest list. I'm under the section for fellas that ain't ugly freaks.
Throw our jester friend here in with the lab rats. I'll deal with him on a more intimate level later. Increase the security levels. Check the area. Make sure he's alone.
I like his monocle. It's styling. So now we're in the prison, which I would call phase 1 of this. If only because there's, you know, other sections after this. So here we're seeing things from the point of view of the guards, actually. It's important to know. Hello?
It won't open. There seems to be a sewage tunnel running below the grating.
Trying to look at stuff.
They must have released whoever was in here.
People wandering around.
It won't open.
He's yelling at another prisoner. But over here, conveniently enough,
It's just an old chisel.
is a chisel. Oh. Okay. So what we want to do here is we want to use this chisel that inexplicably was left in the cell to pry open the sewer grate. Sewers in the deep ones place, which are surprisingly less bad than Innsmouth sewers. Can't look at whatever group's down here. He just keeps berating this guy that's in here. Let's see who it is.
That's it.
Okay. We go in there and he... Get off the water. Okay. If he sees you, he'll shoot at you, obviously. Predictably enough, we don't even have our weapons, but We also don't have our Book of Dagon anymore. Why did this... Oh, our diary. Okay. So this door will open now. Yeah, whatever.
I don't want to disturb him again.
So you basically want to sneak around the dungeon. Here. There's some bullets there, but he's kind of looking in the direction that that stuff is. That doesn't mean we can't get it, just gotta be careful. Eventually he'll start patrolling that way, and then we want to kind of follow him a little because we want to get around that corner. Well, let's go this way first. There's some stuff over here. Again, there are other guards here. So there's one there. This is a place where you absolutely must learn to sneak. If not, well, you can just brute force your way through it, not using any stealth. It is possible. But it's not the easiest thing. Some more bullets. Okay. What we want to get is over to here, which gives us a little bit of a tunnel through. Peek around. See, there's that guy. See where dudes are. They're both wandering off in different directions. I'm basically trying to get over to there. And bingo. Now there's other ways to get there, but you want to avoid the holes there because they can see you.